Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channels TV. Thank you for always coming out here. My people, this is happening now. Latest updates on Simon Ekpa. This one will shock you. I am telling you now that things are really happening and not in the favor of Nigerian government. Okay, first of all, I want to put a disclaimer that this channel, we don't use it to incite war. We don't uh, try to push misleading information to people. Okay, we know they create wahala for years. So what we do is to let people know what is going on around them internationally and locally, you understand, particularly in the Biafra land. So what I'm just trying to say here is that we don't use this channel for wahala. We give out information so that people will know what is happening around them. So guys, let me leave you to watch this video. We'll come back to analyze what is happening right now.
Look as if it was a game, that they are now communicating with Finland on how to extradite our prime minister. Something might be going on, something might be going wrong, but let's not completely condemn this country. Let's not completely, until we hear their final verdict. Until we hear their final verdict. And these people were very, very stupid and very smart in a way. And I will tell you why. Now, when they dropped terrorism charges against our prime minister, they said it's cyber incitement. I said, okay, bring up the evidences of your cyber incitement. And you know what they did? They said the evidence of the cyber incitement would be ready in 5 months' time. So what does that tell you? So that they will buy enough time to cause havoc in the southeast. So they know what they are doing. But we should be 10 steps ahead of them. So that is what we'll be planning. So Ogenkere and these other useless people, they don't matter now. Whatever they want, they can go to hell and believe it. But at the end of the day, we know who we're going after. We know the government know who they're going to go after. All these people that sabotage. So I think the best thing is to discuss the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 1, the immediate speech, all right, of our prime minister's what is it called, call to question. So these are the things we should be discussing, because these are the people who is going to come and lay the foundation on how they are going to, you know, follow suit on destroying these individuals that put them behind this thing for a very long time. You see, because this is not a time to forgive anybody. Do you know if you forgive these people, they will do more umpu? Somebody said here that forgiveness is actually a crime and a sin, and that is not the way the person put it. He said, look, when you forgive a saboteur, that sabo in him is still in him, and that is the simple truth. We can't just leave them to breathe anymore, because a lot of people have died, innocent people, just for that declaration. Do you know how many people that they killed in December? I was shedding tears. Do you know how much I myself paid for kidnappers to release my cousin? Or you think people think, well, we're just making videos? No, we are talking from the angle is hitting us. A lot of people were kidnapped during that Christmas festival period. A lot of people were unalive. You think at the end of the day, somebody will come and tell me, oh, okay, we have gotten Biafra, so you know, let us just forgive these people. Nah, a person doesn't know who I am. How these people did? These animals called Ogenkere and the rest of them, that division alone, do you know how many people went down? No, none of you. I don't think none of you knows. And this is the propaganda that they've been propagating since ever this thing happened. And now the Nigerian government believes, they are trying to make the world believe that there was no declaration. They started by saying that Ekpa Powerful has disassociated himself from the nonsense that they did in Finland, from the stupid, you know, they were just trying to use every means necessary to discredit that declaration in Finland. Now, let us go back to that same animal called Ekpa Powerful. Has any one of you seen him? He's a faceless individual. When Mazi Simon Ekpa did an exposition of who that animal is, this guy is in, do you know, Ghana, selling phone accessories. So the Nigerian government used him because they are part of the Nigerian government. So they use him to write rubbish and say Ekpa Powerful, Ekpa Powerful. Now, you still hearing that Ekpa Powerful since Obato Obie was invited. So all of you that are just talking this nonsense, you just go and relax. Obato Obie is warming up. and it's going to come with vengeance. I keep saying vengeance, and the Nigerian government knows what is coming. So they want to see how they can, manipulate their way, buy their way, let the world know that they are the good guys. Then they are now making us to play the part of devil advocate. That's the Biafrans are the evil. That's why Musa can be granted interview, and the interview will be written. Shehu will come and be asking him about Simon Ekpa, and the same Shehu failed to ask him on the killings in the southeast in December, since Simon Ekpa was taken out of the equation. Who caused those killings? So we know these things are state managed. So we know where they are coming from. They are not relevant at this moment. Our voices need to be heard so that we know that there is serious injustice going on in Nigeria. The detain of Mazonian Dunande Kano is still giving me sleepless nights if he doesn't give you people. He's still, because that is a man that made all these things to be possible. It will be very inconsequential that we are talking about our prime minister is fine, bro. He's doing better than any other person. Do you get? He's doing better than any other person. So we need to focus on the goal. The goal of the achievement is Nnamdi Kanu.
You said we shouldn't worry much about our prime minister, that he's doing fine.
Yes,
right?
That's what I said, but I didn't say it in the angle that we should go and relax and be sleeping. You understand? I mean, our energy should focus more now, because nobody's talking about Nnamdi Kanu anymore. And because why I said it, I have to be. Let me clarify myself. Why I said it is because I know that Amaze Ekpa is in the Western world, so nothing on this earth will make the Westerns to deport, to bring him back to Nigeria. I know that. That's number one. Number two is that before that happens, there must be something that will happen, and they will go against the UN Charter. So it is never possible. Though we know that these people can change their policy overnight, but I don't think at this moment it is a cause to be worried about, because everything here is systematic. Sorry, everything here is according to the law of the land. So it doesn't work like the way Nigerians would do their own. So that's why I said Mazi Ekpa is fine, is doing wonderfully well. We need to channel our energy now to the awakening of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. That's the angle I'm coming from, please. Try something now, yeah? If they bring, I have a case in courts up to today, and that case has taken for 2 years. It's gone for 2 years, and his employment tribunal that is taking care of that case. There was one company I was working with. I was working in a bank, so they wrongly dismissed me without following the due process. So I took them to court. Now the court is backing on the evidences of what happened that day before they can give their judgment. And this thing has been going on for 2 years. And now I'm still working in that same company. But because they said they cannot remove me from the company, I have to be there until my case is finalized before I can. And this is taking 2 years. So now, talking about Nigeria bringing petition to Finland about terrorism. After terrorism, they said is cyber incitement. After cyber incitement is now, I think what they're charging him again is money. So you could see these things have they have a way of interpreting their law. They don't just discharge and acquitted. No, that's why you could see when Madam Ngozi Orabreze is speaking to us, she tells us that they are speeding his case. So there could be a trial of speeding. There could be a trial of speeding anybody's case when you are an high-profile individual. Example is PDD. The kind of money he had is still in prison, and his case has not commenced. So let's not bring out some things that is hidden and then bring it out to the public. I tell you, 100% sure, Mazi Ekpa is completely fine. Nigeria government has no edge of what is happening in Finland. That is the simple truth. Thank you.
Let us not think or always fight. We want to hear his voice. Yes, right now he's on the mission. Yes, at least the voice you have heard so much from him should be your encouragement to fight. So if somebody is saying I'm getting weak or there, although we all we are like the shock, the news really came on me in a terrible way. I do join his space anytime he on space. That doesn't request for Mike. I always down to hear him because I always feel happy to hear him talking. And whenever I see the actions that comes out from his talk, it gives me so much joy. So, and when I see that he was in charge of the people on ground, I feel happy even for my own brother. So now, what am I saying? This is that now that you have gone to this mission to take the cause of Biafra into the law, into the justice system of Finland and the world as a whole. So we all should continue doing our own, continue fighting. Thank God Trump have entered the seat, and we believe that something good will come out. They just believe. But in as much as that one is still going on, we must do our own. And believing, even this now, our brother Stephen said that our Prime Minister is fine, he is well. In fact, we don't need anybody to tell us. We should have it in our mind that he is fine. No matter anything, God is with him. He is fine. Our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, is fine. No matter anything, we should believe that he is fine. And whatever we are doing now is taking to this is a step for their freedom. That is it. So we cannot be saying that we need their freedom and we're keeping quiet. We need their freedom is by doing the necessary thing we need to do to make sure we'll take away the sabotage, the saboteurs, to take away the wrong people in our midst, to make sure we put things on ground. These are the steps we need to take to bring them out. And these are steps we need to take to make sure that nobody among us will be taking it again. Because it's a rat inside that gives information to the ones outside how to get you or how to get me. So this is a way. The right thing to do is not to just say, I'm not doing any other thing until I see my PM. No, that means you hate him. How can you say you will not do anything? Like there's somebody posts a video sometime, even all this DOS, they use that video to mock us, to laugh at themselves, not even us. They are mocking themselves because in as much as I am holding Biafra flag and somebody arrested me or shoot me, and you are laughing at me, and you are bearing the same name, Biafra, and you are still holding the same flag, that means you are nothing but a fool. You are a pure illiterate. Because every differences we have between us should be treated inside. When we come outside, that flag covers us. That flag shows that we are one. But if you go as to the extent of going outside, come outside, you fight me inside, you still fight me outside, that means you are a saboteur and you are a wicked person, and you shall be treated the same way. So the woman made a video that she was crying in the video that she's tired of this thing, that look at now our PM have been taken away, that instead of the government have been declared, instead of the government to work in unity, now they have separated themselves, they have divided. Now which one shall we follow? Which kind of scam is this? She was crying and crying that she's not going to do again. I saw that video, I laughed. I said, well, you know nothing about freedom fighting. Freedom fighting doesn't come easily. Not even this one we are fighting. Yeah. See, this one is something else. Biafra is something else. We are not even free. We are controlling so many things. We are not free yet. We are so rich, so intelligent, so industrious, so many things inside us. We are not yet free. We are not yet free. If you come to this crypto world, if you see many Biafrans that are controlling blockchains, that are leading in different aspects, that they are developers, they are builders of the blockchains, and so on and so forth. And now, so these wisdoms, this knowledge are in us when we are still under the bondage of a lot of people, Western bondage. If many countries join together, not only Nigeria, because Nigeria cannot just fight us. They know that they cannot fight us. So they take our resources to give to them, to keep us. So we are not retiring. We are not tired. So we continue fighting, and our fight will make them to be free. Thank you very much. Let me hand over to Mazi. Please, Mazi, go ahead.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for that wonderful encouragement to our people. And I thank each and every one of you, all protocol observed. Thank you, all the speakers, the hosts, and the listeners. Thank you for what you're doing. I still wanted to elaborate a little bit about some things all these sabos we are talking about doing. These are plans, it's orchestrated plans. People don't know. There is something I posted this morning about Ogenkere. His name is Isaiah Nyogo. That's what he used in registration of our because he did it as his own personal business. He used it to get money. He used it to scam people. I just posted the amendment he has on that registration. He took everybody off that was signatory to that registration in the state of Maryland. Only him is the one that left there. That's a personal something entities. Non-profit organization belongs to Isaiah Nyok. I posted it for people to see. Maybe people have been doubting, say, "Oh, that's not true," or I deep deeper. When I don't know something, I search for the truth. I will see the truth. If he wants to debunk it, let him go and see what I posted, if it is true or lie. Let him tell me. Then we can call whether the office of uh, uh, the Secretary of Maryland, if that is a wrong paper coming from the Secretary of State. It's out there. I put it out there so that people can see what he's doing. That is why he don't want to do any accountability of the office that he's holding. Our fund that is holding. He pushed everybody out without adding anybody. Now he's the sole proprietor of that entity, Biafran government in exile, because he is the signatory to it. The other people added as the principal offices, he took them out. He did an amendment. I posted there on the X. Everybody can see it. You can reach out to him, ask him a question. If you have his contact or DM him, ask him, how is this? Does he has an explanation? Because they know what they did, they know what they have been planning. That's how, if you see our DPM, anybody who sees her or sent her a congratulating message, support her, please, in every form that you can. Because it's like she is starting on scratch again because of this criminal. Their plan is to destroy Biafra. But thank Chukwu Okike Abiama because he's really with us. If somebody is not there, Chukwu Okike Abiama will raise someone that will be there to speak for the children of Biafra. They destroyed our gallant men on the ground, sent them to Nigeria, form gang, and make sure they don't operate. That's why we see all this mess going on there. But thank God, things have taken a different shape. They will hear from us. I like that guy that sang the song, Haga no Akokani. They will end no distance time. I promise you. So a lot is going on. I will be digging. If I dig, I will dig all what they're doing. Anyone I see, I'm not going to hide it. I will bring it to open and ask them to come and explain to us. If they said it's not true, I posted this. I want what they call him Van I want whatever they call him, go and see and ask their master, said, how did this come? What brought this? Because if you don't have evil intention, you will not do that. That's evidence that you have a hidden agenda. Thank you, Biafrans. We are not alone. The Chukwu Okike Abịama will raise people from Biafra land who will fight for the children of Biafra, because we are not going back. Thank you. I yield my mic here.
Okay, thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you for that submission. One thing about Sabo is that they don't know, when they are pointing a knife on somebody, they don't know that another person is pointing gun finger to somebody, the other finger is pointing at you. So they don't know that as you are pointing to destroy somebody unjustly, justice is pointing at you to destroy you in a just way. So let's move to Awin. Awin, go ahead.
I salute Dr. Dr. Ngozi Oragweze. I salute her cabinet members, those that are fighting tooth and nail to make sure that we are recognized at last, through their job, and to visit most of these countries that we want them to recognize us as an independent and a sovereign nation. I salute each and every one of you. Those that sat at home yesterday, may God continue to bless all of you and support you and strengthen you to do more for your homeland. May God bless all of you in the diaspora as well, great men and women that are in the diaspora, those that are doing everything to make sure that some of you are not having, are not having sleeps because of the issues at hand. Some of you are staying away from work as well, taking excuses to travel to Finland for the redeclaration of Biafra. It is not an easy task. And I say, may Chukwu Okike Abịama bless each and every one of you. The time that you have wasted to do all this, may God return them in hundredfolds to you. May God also make this hard work that we are putting in not to be in vain. Let it be fruitful to us. Let it come to fruition. Let the people of Biafra rejoice and bring that sigh of relief that yes, truly their freedom has come. May God continue to bless each and every one of you. Like what Mazi Chuk said, look, the enemies of Biafra will fizzle out in a no distant time. They will go away. Just like those before them went, they will also go the same way. There is nobody that is going to jeopardize or try anything to destroy the spirit of the ancestors, those behind the soil, 6 feet under the soil, that started this fire, that are still weeping and crying for the liberation, total liberation and total emancipation of the Biafran land from this terrorist government of Nigeria. Their spirit will not allow them to prevail upon the good people of Biafra. Never. It will not. And if you think that Biafra is not close, Biafra is closer than any of us can think. Biafra is absolutely closer to all of us. God will show us that He is God. And those that have offended, that have betrayed this struggle, God will also visit them. God will visit them. And before that time, we must begin to remove those bad teeth in our mouth that has never allowed us to eat that good sweet meat, that delicious meal, without pains. Unless we remove those bad teeth in our mouth, we will never eat that delicious food in peace. Always we are going to eat it in agony, in misery, in weeping, as long as we allow them in our mouth. This is what we have to do. I love this topic today. Sweeping them out wherever we can, taking them out because they don't belong to us. As I'm talking to you now, those that committed Holocaust crime against humanity, against the Jews, are still paying the price. If they have not been eliminated by the Mosaic, they are still paying the price, and majority of them are being eliminated. Biafrans would adopt same system. The same system is what we're, because you cannot finish our own people, burn the houses, burn their churches, burn their places of worship, churches, burn their schools, hospital. You burn their houses, you drive them away, you displace them in their own ancestral land. And you think that we will allow you, after the restoration of Biafra, after the sovereignty of Biafra has been recognized, and Biafra is accepted as a state, as a nation, that we are going to leave you? You are lying. It is that time, by the spirit of Chukwokika, that I will begin to campaign for total elimination of those people. And God bless you that I am not close when it comes to military or special forces. No matter how old I am, you must make sure that you pay for the pains that you have caused my people today. You will pay for what you have caused them. No matter where you will be, we will take you out. And that is the way forward. Those that are sabotaging this struggle as we speak right now must be taken into consideration. They must be taken into consideration. And something tangible must be done on them. The reason why we are backward is because how do they say it? Through who? By these saboteurs. These saboteurs. If it is in the military, it's a treasonable offense that can warrant you death sentence right there in the war front, because all of us were given arms and ammunition to defend yourself first before you defend your own colleagues. If you are not able to defend yourself, you cannot defend their own colleagues. They gave you arms and ammunition to go and defend your people. When the enemy came, that you are part of volume of fire that you're supposed to add to subdue the enemy, you ran away with it. You have reduced the firepower of your colleagues, thereby encouraging the enemy's firepower against them to be more and high. The next thing they will do is tactical withdrawal. Look at us today. The other people have come. They have taken a different path. They've reduced the number, just like Satan from heaven used his tail to rope down, according to the Bible history, carried so many angels with them that he is operating with today on earth and right across the universe. The same way they have reduced the number. If we were 22 left, it's a shortage in the struggle. And I pray and hope that some of them that are now living and talking will continue to live just like those in the past went, and they will go the same way. I say, may God continue to bless you. May God never allow our aspiration to go down or in vain. And remember also, before I round up, I will round up with this. Remember that the zoo anywhere we want to go, whenever we begin to speak on what we are going to do, the zoo just has the kind of, a way of going there too. Nigeria, the terrorist country in the world that support and equip terrorists, have also entered into BRICS nations. And who are the BRICS nations? I think the strong, of them all is Russia, Brazil, India, South Africa, and one other one. There are other ones that they have inducted, and Nigeria is one of them. No matter what we are going to do, if we are presenting our petition to Russian government, Kremlin, the seat of government, we must make sure we do it in such a way that when they read it, when they read the reports, they will have no option than to consider them and place them where they belong to and treat them as they should be treated. We must not be afraid, because with our little work that we are doing, God is multiplying it. I have seen a divine multiplying effect in what we are doing. We will continue to do that, and Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to equip us, support us to do what we are doing. On this, I yield my mic, and I will tell you that I remain with love from Binaba village, the city of Bolgatanga in Upper East region. That is where my father comes from. And I bring you the love of the Kusase tribe of Moledabo ethnic group in Ghana. Thank you for having me. May God bless all of you.
Yeah, my brother, I won't be check your DM. I DM you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Brother David, can I go? I have only 5 minutes remained for me.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
My break,
go ahead,
my
sir.
break will just run out completely. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Greg, for keeping the fire burning every day, for lightening our candle. Yeah, really wonderful. You know, Biafra, I don't know if you remember that prayer anytime you visit a Reverend Father, even in the church, for him to pray for you. That's a very one special prayer. I think always coming from the Psalms. He said, we are coming to our help. Our help comes from the Jah who made heaven and earth. You see, I don't believe that anybody will give us the freedom. But I believe that somehow somebody can water the ground for you to make progress or get access to what you are doing. Like some people used to say, Donald Trump. No, I don't believe in that. Our freedom is in our hand. We will take it by ourselves. My prayer for America is, as Donald Trump is getting into the throne or getting into the power, let him withdraw America from that useless entity they call NATO. The moment America withdraw themselves or play a kind of a withdrawal game, that association will scatter. They will scatter. It will destroy. Because it was because of NATO that Finland played a complex role by shooting themselves in the foot, if I can use that word, for what they tell the world that they believe in. Now they have turned to be an evil entity by letting the zoological animal republic to make them become a complicit in what they are not supposed to be. Our leader, PM, done all the best he can do. Serve the land, respect them. But the most important thing, when you serve the land, a whole nation with all your mind, that is the highest thing it can do for any nation you feel you belong with. Our PM served them very well. Because the moment you serve a nation in the military, that is the highest honor and the highest gift in order to portray the image of that nation. He did it with all his mind, believe that at the end of the day, when he called them, they will answer him. But the time he's in need of them, then they keep on turning their back, playing a game of a devil advocate. That is the case. For Ogenkere, I keep on saying it. If anyone has any idea here, throw it on the ground. It's not a waste. The government will take it on board and filter them and find the ones they can take. And sometimes some people, you throw an idea, you think that your idea is not being truthed. It wasn't done like that. Even if government is taking idea you throw on board, they cannot come and tell you we are taking what you said. So people should bear this in mind. Another thing again, Ogenkere, it's not gonna be easy for us to get our money from him. At the end of the day, I know where he will land himself. For we to get our money from it will be an individual. Even it will be very hard for our government to get our money from him. The moment somebody does something wrong, he changes the account. He changes that very account he used in robbing that deal. What does that tell you? Very, very many things. That is behind the screen, behind that nobody knows. But I'm sorry for the fools, for the idiots that is following him back to back, bomber to bomber. They cannot even read the handwriting on the wall whenever he speaks. Look at him, even upon all the training Ekpa is giving him, or the guy called Ekwensi. They are giving him training. He's completely on training. But when he speaks outside, then he messes himself up. That will tell you that you can never cheat the people and go free. My time is really run out. I will eat my mic here. Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity. I dropped my mic.
Okay. Thank you very much. Mr. Drake, are you there? Drake, are you there?
You mean me?
Okay, I want to.
Can I speak? Can I speak, please?
Yes, I'm coming. Now let me make this submission because I want to do something before I hand over to somebody else. See, there is something that is going on right now in Congo, and that is a Goma. If you guys have been following this trade, what have been going on there, you will see the handwriting of the West. But one thing about the West, they will not come out physically and do do the shooting or do the stuff. They have the Africans they use to fight Africans. Right now, even Kenya have been like even the president of Kenya have been discovered that he pumps money. He pumps money in Kenya to continue the fight against the indigenous people because of what? The oil and in fact the everything, the mineral resources they discovered from that Goma. In fact, the Congo citizens are suffering. They are in tears. They are dying every second, every minute. There's a video that pumped out right now, and that video is showing a lot of armies have surrendered. A lot of them have run away. A lot of them are, in fact, a lot of chaos is going on there. But you ask yourself, why are the people doing this? The West are doing it. The West are doing it. Anywhere they found that resources, they make sure they control the resources there. If they come on the round table and you don't give them what they need, then they use people. They use people underground. That is sabotaging. That is sabo. They use them to work against the indigenous people. To, like, people have packed, if you watch the videos, people have packed their load, carried their load, they run up and down, they don't know where they are going. Bullet comes from anywhere, killing them. Why? Because of their resources. Did God make mistake giving us these resources? Did God make mistake giving us this thing for us to help ourselves? At least everybody should make use of the one God gave them. Every country should make use of the one that God gave them in their own place. If God did not give you, at least there is something God gave you. Use it to acquire it. Not to use scamming way, not to use fight, not to use colonialism, not to use different method that is unlawful to get it. And that is why they know that if Biafra comes out, we cannot be watching all these things happening. We cannot watch all these things happen. And the same thing that is going on in Congo is going on in our land in different way. And this is what we need to stand. Many people that are shouting now, pity Congo, pity them, justice for Congo, justice for Goma, this and that. They are not seeing the one that is happening at their backyard. They are not seeing the one that is happening in their homeland. See, the West is totally, in fact, if Russia, because Russia is very good intelligence, Russia and Israel, they are very good in intelligence, they are very, very good in technology. If Russian people, intelligent people, tell you what they are seeing that is going on in Africa, in fact, you will run. Everybody in Africa will cry. If Russia tell you this, the evil going on, that is why Russia came out openly to back Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali. And I heard that many want to join that union right now. So what am I saying this? A lot of enemy fighting us. A lot of enemy fighting us. The enemy that is fighting this Congo now, this Goman right now, is the same enemy fighting us. The same Kenya that they paid to kidnap our leader. The same Kenya is part of the war going on in Congo. And right now, the Congo people are threatening all the Kenya citizens there that they are going to kill them this and because their president is involved in what is happening to them. So all this chaos in Africa, our life doesn't matter to them. Our life is like foul to them. They don't care. If you are white and you are Africa, they see you as second-class white. Yes, if you are a white, you are enough. As long as you are from Africa, they see you as second-class white. At least you have a little respect. But if you are black, they see you as a monkey. You are nothing. They see that oil in your backyard as not even your own. That you are meant to be conquered. You are meant to be put in chain and collect what belongs to you. That is how they see it, and they do everything possible to make sure they achieve that. So Drake, if you are there, I'm trying to go somewhere. So I am going to hand over the co-host. I'm trying to go somewhere to do something very important. So please let us know every part you can fight to make sure you eliminate a sabo. And let me tell you guys finally before I round up, there is this way, like to destabilize somebody or to fight against somebody. There are different ways, there are different levels. Level one is when you just come out and write out something and post it, and that thing you wrote is an misinformation against somebody. You speak against that person. You just write it. Maybe to you now, nobody paid you to do that, but to you, it's just like you're taking cruise, just like you want to have fun, or you want to have followers. You want to this Elon Musk to pay you. You now post that kind of a thing, unknowing to you that that thing you post have caused pain to that person. That thing you post have done something against the cause of that person. Because one person or the other may likely see that thing and believe it, whether you are joking or not. So that thing you are doing automatically have classified you as a saboteur. It have automatically classified you. So there are saboteurs that receive money. There are saboteurs that are self-paid by themselves. They pay themselves. They encourage themselves to do it by themselves. So whichever saboteur you are, you will receive your reward. In any way, you will receive your reward. So you ask yourself, which area are you working? Are they paying you, or you are just like doing it as a fun? So I stop here, please. Drake, are you there? Please let me hand over. Drake, are you there? Please, can you hear me? Drake, can you hear me? Okay, it looked like Drake is not. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Please, I'm going. So I'll be going somewhere. Please, take over, please.
No problem. Thank you so much. Yeah. Okay. I want your hands up. Okay. I want you can go, please.
There was someone that said they wanted to speak. Let the person go. Let the person go. Then after that, then I'll say what I would like to say. But your hand is not up. If you want to
Yeah,
speak,
I've been saying it that unfortunately I cannot raise my hand. This has been like that for a long time. I've tried everything, it's not working.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes,
Right.
there's thank you very much, all of you, for all your consistency and all your effort to get our information out. But as I continue to plead with us, whatever information we want to pass here, let it be that we are sure of the information we are passing, because we are passing it to some people, especially those back home. First of all, in Western world, they don't have a system of find me a man before you find the crime. The system in Western world is that there must be a crime before you can find the person who committed the crime. In that effect, Nigeria cannot go and do something after he was taken, and then you want to imply that he did that. It's not possible, because whatever crime you want to present in court, you need to show them the date that he was committed. So it will be very vital and extremely important for our people back in Biafra land to take notes and take picture or record every incident that happened, because no matter when that information comes out, it becomes a fraud to Nigeria that they went to Finland to fraud them. Because if the information or evidence provided did not happen when he said it happened, it's a fraud. So there's no way you can tell me that they've taken our PM and going to insinuate an incident or commit a crime that he didn't commit and go to Finland to present it as an evidence It will not work. It's not possible. Not in Western world. We're not in Nigeria. Secondly, regarding the Ogenkere, I've said it over and over again. Somebody to say we cannot get the money back is a totally lie. When in America will trace every penny that goes into your account. If you close the account, they will trace where you put the money. If you go to America, even in Britain where I am, and you want to withdraw money, cash, there is certain amount of money you want to withdraw. First, they will ask you what you want to do with it. And by asking you that, you think they are not keeping record, they will keep record. If you close the account, you have to open another account to put that money, or you withdraw it, they will not give you that amount of money in cash. It's impossible. Any money that enters America, any money that enters into account in America, the bank will flag it up. Either they flag it up as suspicious or they flag it up as a fraud. So CIA or FBI will take note of that. Whether it's charity, whether it's and first of all, for you to send that amount of money from Nigeria to America, in order for this money to be used, is it back in Nigeria, America? It's still questionable. So CIA, FBI, and the bank will take note of it. So all this story, that's why I'm begging us. If you want to pass information, make sure their information is accurate and correct. We are not in Nigeria. America cannot behave like Nigeria. Britain cannot behave like Nigeria. They are the main international world we are talking about. So no amount of money will enter any bank in America, and you tell me that the bank will not take note of that, and okay, will be using the money as he wants. It's a typical lie. I have to keep it here because why I'm saying all this is that it's biasing our people back home. It's confusing them what to believe and not what to believe. If you go to Rome, you do as Romans do. When when we go to Nigeria, which we are not going to Nigeria, we're going to Biafra. We'll create our own Biafran Rome or Biafran method. But let us not confuse them more with the information we pass to them. Thank you very much. I yield my mind.
Yeah, sorry, my last speaker. Just a little question I wanted. If Ogenkere has 10 people in payroll, he's paying, let's say, 400 or 500 anytime. How can and tell you that this is just people who are doing some work for the charity? What are you gonna say?
Yeah, paying people in payroll is total. I don't understand what you mean if he's paying people. If he's paying people on payroll, I'm only talking when the money lands in first. I'm not talking of when you spend the money. When the money, there's certain amount of money that will come into your account, whether charity, whether business, whether individual, bank will flag it up. Bank in Western world will flag it up for somebody to check on it.
We are talking of the one who's
paying people. The money would have been checked first, or money would have been received before you are paying people.
That is what I'm telling you.
If we want to get our money back from Ogenkere, let everybody who paid money into the account start requesting for money back. No matter where you put that money, the bank will find it. And then that will make him to come and tell us what he did with the money for that request to come to stop. I've done it in Britain and I know what I'm talking about. If everybody starts requesting money back, if he has spent that money, then he will go to bank and explain how he spent the money that other people paid for something else. Okay. I use my mic unless there's another question. That's what I'm saying.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
Okay.
William. Thank you. Awin, please, you can take the mic. Awin,
Okay. Thank you, Drake. You see, the last speaker. There are ways that you can send money out of Nigeria and it will arrive in the United States. They will know that the money is there, but what if they decide not to flag it? What if they decide not to flag it? We were here when
If they can if they can flag money that came to Biden's account, if they
hold
can
on now.
flag money that came to Biden's account, who are you that money can come to your account and they will not flag it?
Okay, hold on now. It depends on what they are going to do with it, whether they were informed or not. Let me tell you, Charles Taylor ran away from Liberia to United States and had a fundraising in the United States. He was arrested and jailed. He was put in jail, but the same Charles Taylor ran away, escaped from America. They chooses what to believe or what to do or what not to do. Like Finland is doing what they are doing today. Do you want to tell me if there is any saboteur in Finland now that they can wire money into that place? That Finland, with this mutual agreement that they have signed with the zoo, and zoo is sending such amount of money to them there, they will flag it. They will come out to say, oh, this is the money we received from so place. By the way, all the money laundering that are leaving Nigeria to outside Nigeria, how do they use it over there? Do you want to tell me that someone like Willie Obiano, how much does he, have in his foreign account, let's say in Texas where he lives? How did the money get in there? Have they not been questioning them how the money get into their accounts? Are they not using it? They have access to those accounts. These people will decide when you fall out from them, just like Charles Taylor fall out with America, and they chase him to the extent that he is now serving in The Hague. He is serving in ICC. He was tried. It was all orchestrated by the United States because he fell out with the United States. That is Charles Taylor for you. Look, I am telling you, these people can decide what to do or what not to do. You can't fight them. They have the hammer, they have the knife, and they have the blade. They can decide where to cut it. This is what I want you to understand. When Ibori was sending money to the United Kingdom, what happened? Because Nigeria, the government has at that time had problem with Ibori. Is it not the reason why his own was exposed? Is it not how Ibori's own was exposed? You see, these people will pick and choose. Like you and I now, Biafran people that are fighting against the oil exploitation in Biafra land and our freedom, which United Kingdom is holding. What makes you think that they will not fight us? Didn't they send Mazen Namdekano? Who kidnapped Mazen Namdekano? And upon the time they have arrested Mazen Namdekano is still in detention. What has the United Kingdom done? Because anything they are going to do is going to go against their own economic interest. That is the reason why they chose not to do anything. Why did they fight Buhari in 1983 or 84 thereabout? That he went to UK and created Omar Diko with some of the Israeli spies and so on and so forth, that led to serious consequences as at that time. Why did they choose to do that at that time? Why are they refusing to do what they're supposed to do for Mazen Namdekano today? This is just the only thing. Look, the war we are fighting the globalists and globalist agenda. Just like someone was saying, one of my brother was saying about Congo. I've not been to Congo. I have not been to Congo, but I've been to Somalia under UNISOM, United Nations Peacekeeping in Somalia. I was there in Somalia. See, Africa harbors most of the natural resources the world is consuming today. Africa.